All right, good evening and welcome. I am Michael. We're going to be running masks today. My pronouns are he, him. Welcome back from the holidays, and Guildmaster Michael, thank you so much for the gift sub. And yeah, if we want to go through and introduce yourselves in our order.
I think I remember I'm first this time. Hey, I'm Mo with they, she pronouns. I play Isadora Reyes, aka Obsidian. She, they pronouns, the beacon.
Hello, I am Kirby. I use he, they pronouns, and I'm playing Ivy, the transformed, and they use they, she pronouns.
I'm Sarah, she, her pronouns, and I am playing Zaylin, the newborn, and they use they, them pronouns.
Hell yeah. I'm Nessa. I'm playing Marrow. We're both she, her. Marrow is a Janice, which is I'm like a bone Spider-Man. And I think that's everything, right?
Bones.
A bone man. Wait, no.
Yeah, a bone man, if you will,
You're
or
going to be in the
bone
next
woman.
Into the Spider Verse.
I'm
how
going to be in the next Into the Spider-Verse.
Wow.
how to make spiders more terrifying? Add bones.
There you go. Michael's is already ahead of you. Have you seen their bone spiders?
I have one. It's in here. Well, no, it's not. I have one.
A bone spider?
Wood.
Hi, I'm Steve. I play Johnny Styles, or Wildfire is his hero name, but nobody seems to really know that. He, him. I am also he, him, and so is Johnny. And yeah.
All right, I do.
Before we forgot about me again.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks since you forgot me, but
If anything, it was my fault that time.
Have we ever forgot Johnny at a Perkins?
Yes.
Goddamn Perkins! What the fuck?
We left someone at a rest stop once on accident and had to drive way back.
I was forgot at a Perkins when I was about 8 years old. Okay, it happens.
My grandmother used to steal silverware from Perkins.
Hell yeah.
So karmically, y'all wash out. All right, can we go through and get people's just make sure I've got them, what your labels are and what your conditions are?
Same order?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so danger +2, freak -1, savior 0, superior 0, and mundane +2.
Right.
How did this? Okay. And then I also have guilty.
Guilty? Okay.
I have danger +2, freak +2, savior 0, superior -1, and mundane at 0. And I currently have guilty. Me and Mo are twins.
I have danger +2, freak +3, savior 0, superior -1, mundane -1, and I have guilty marked.
Okay.
Danger 0, freak +1, savior +2, superior -1, mundane +2, and I got 2. I got guilty and insecure.
I have -1 to danger, +1 to freak, +1 to savior, +1 to superior, +1 to mundane, and I have no conditions.
Got yours all cleared off. So,
Dang.
do we want to do a review over what happened last session?
Yes, because it's been like, what, 2 weeks? A week and a half?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, we actually got.
I remember
I remember like half of it.
I remember Sexy Biohazard. That's what it is.
Sexy Biohazard. That was
I have no memory of what's going
Yes.
Sexy Biohazard of love.
I didn't even remember Sexy Biohazard, so I'm glad you
took
said
me.
something.
Wow.
She's right on the front page of our
How can I remember
Milanote.
On the
How could
Milanote.
you forget her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there she is.
viral.
Viral. Sexy Biohazard.
Yeah. Last session, we found out that the number 69 is always the number you pick because something good happens every time. We just got done with the heist with the Blake Industries, and we went from there to I forget all the shit that happened. We had like some high school drama stuff.
Yeah,
I
we have
know
the school
that
stuff.
we had to all the crap with viral, and Blake Industries showed up, and Johnny had the good idea to call the police. Because in our world, the police do their job.
Kinda.
So that's about all I remember. Sexy Biohazard. I know that Obsidian had texted Johnny at the end of the session that we needed to
All
talk.
right.
That was like the
Yeah.
one thing at some point in this session that's got to happen.
And we had Ian and Elijah Intrepid.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was right.
Those boys.
Oh, and you had to like destroy the car.
Mhm.
Or get away
Destroyed
from
the
it.
van.
Then you only scared off our Uber.
Yeah, we found out the chick with the sword isn't actually from the Rift. So
It was a lie.
With Spada.
yeah, La Espada, and
Elijah
they're
is. He's not.
they are going to help us maybe fight Blake Industries in the future at some point, even though we have no clue how we're going to do that yet.
And the Intrepids are married to each other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
They're
don't know if we said
husbands.
that already.
And Elijah apparently is very dramatic, according to Ian.
and they are
Yeah.
dimension hoppers.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Elijah is trapped in our world and wants to be able to dimension hop again.
Not to
I
mention
think
to
as I
get
said
back
last
to.
time, as I said last time, space hobos.
Yes.
We're traveling
Indeed.
various spaces, seeing stuff and doing things.
They don't have a job. It's not wrong.
For our purposes, are we okay if we'll end up with you want to go with the with Mo and with Obsidian and Wildfire now, or did you want to do that a little bit
Yeah.
later?
Oh, we can. That's
Then I'll do a
Sure.
bit of
I know we.
a leap forward probably.
What was the restaurant where we were at?
was
The Mexican place.
It was some Mexican Kirby. What was the Mexican place called again?
Chichula es Puebla.
That. All right. So we'll do a little skip forward. Where are we meeting?
We can either meet in a park. We can meet at Issa's.
Hex.
I think Johnny like doesn't want to do it somewhere where the rest of the group will find them,
Yeah.
because this is like
Dogs in
I'll-
the air.
Abandoned warehouse.
Oh, we can go down to the docks.
yeah, we'll do that. That's where the team met, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
The team formed at the docks. That was our first mission. So, all right.
Yeah,
I think
Johnny-
I think Issa's are either waiting for Johnny if when he shows up.
Okay.
Like skipping rocks across the water or whatever.
And that's where Johnny flies in because he flies everywhere. So- hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot going on, and yeah,
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. And she's gonna like throw her last rock that's in her hand like across the water, and it'll probably skip like twice before like it plops them down. And she's like, "What's?" And I think she's gonna look at him and like, and then look back in the water. She's like, "What's your deal, man?"
what do you mean? What's my deal?
What I mean is that before I left, you had such a vice grip on our group that you just wanted us to stay there the whole time. You just wanted us there constantly. And I understand scary shit's happening, yeah, but we all have lives. We all had to do something. Like, did you think we were
Yeah.
gonna fix everything overnight?
No, but we were being hunted by people. I thought
we're
numbers
being-
were.
I mean, Zaylen is like, yes, like Blake's looking for them, but like that's not it. We're
We
not
were
being hunted.
We were attacked 4 times in like 36 hours.
And some of it may have been stuff that we instigated and went into. Like, but we're just you need to seriously chill out, man. And I know it's hard to say, and it's kind of ironic for you, but like with your fire shit, but like,
Yeah, well, I mean, You did disappear for 2 weeks.
Because, like I said, I have family. I have a life. I have things I have to go do and obligated to do. I-
Yeah, but we didn't know where you were. A lot of us were worried.
And you know what? No one asked either. So
I mean, that's true.
whose
But-
fault is that?
I mean, the phone works both ways.
Yeah, well, I didn't had no fucking reason to talk to you at that point. Because I was tired of you trying to fucking be like, I don't know what your deal is about any of this. Like, I don't.
Uh, well, my deal. I don't have a family. You guys are my family. And we were attacked a lot, and I was worried about losing all of you.
Yeah, but sometimes the harder you hold on, the further people are gonna pull away. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
I see that. I see that a lot. You, like I said, you were missing.
And no one checked in.
Well, you were kind of the leader, so
And I never wanted to be leader.
I'm
Y'all
aware.
keep saying like, "Oh, you're the leader. You know what's best. Y'all know what the leader." Did I ever ask for this? Did I ever say like, "Hey, let me be leader"?
No, but who else was going to be leader?
Do we
at
even
that
need a
point?
fucking leader? Like, we're all capable brains that we can all work together. We don't need a fucking leader. Maybe
You're-
in certain
you're-
situations, someone can like take reins, but like not all the fucking time.
You're right. Now we don't, but I think when we first formed, we did.
Did
Because
we?
we did. I
'Cause
think we did.
We were a hot fucking mess.
We were. And
Yeah.
that's because we had a leader who didn't want to be a leader, and nobody else could fill that role at that time. Think about it. I
Are
didn't
you blaming
even.
me for our bullshit?
No, I'm blaming everyone for it. Think about it. You were the only option for leader when we first formed. We don't even know who the hell Marrow is. Ivy was not sure of themselves at all, but they are now. Zaylin is quite literally a baby, and I didn't even care about the team when we first formed. You were literally the only person who could have filled that role.
If you didn't care about the team, then why the fuck did you join?
Have you met me? Like,
Oh yes, Mr. Image.
Te-
I'm sorry, I forgot.
teams were the in thing, and I didn't expect to like fall in love with all of you, but I did, and that's why like everything I do now is for the team, which is weird. Like, I haven't done a public event in a month because of all the crap we have going on. Like, I've my whole mentality has shifted. Everybody should have known the only reason I joined the team was because it was popular and it got me a lot of views. Like, that's not a secret.
I mean, I don't know why. You're right, it wasn't a secret. Just
So at the beginning, you were the only option for leader. I think everybody's capable now. But when we first formed, you were the person we all looked to. I don't know. You seem like you had your head on straight. Like you actually cared about this stuff. I think, like I said, Ivy did, but they were just not sure of themselves. I mean, very recently, Ivy's kind of come out of their shell.
yeah, and I'm proud of them for that.
So am I. We just need to get back on the same page.
Were we even on the same page?
We need to get on the same page.
Right.
So I'll admit I was controlling and possessive because, like I said, I don't have anybody else. I have an agent who cares about me because I pay him to. I have parents who are last I knew in Germany, but who knows where they are now. At school, everybody just sees me as a distraction. I don't have anyone but you guys. So I was scared of losing all of you. But I need to learn to let go a little bit. But also, I think if you're going to go away for 2 weeks, we kind of need to know, hey, we don't need to know details, but like, hey, I'm not going to be around.
To be honest, it was kind of sudden, but like,
I get that. Just I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose any of them. I'd like to know who the hell Marrow is, but
I'm allowing Mara to keep her secrets. She's allowed those at least. She's
Well,
there for
I
the
know-
team. So
I know she is, but it's annoying. if we meet her, like we don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. I think I'm
So-
okay.
Are we? Are we okay? Because if we're not on the same page as a team and as friends, this team isn't going to succeed very well. We have a lot of big shit coming up. We
Yeah.
have enemies everywhere, and we need to have each other's backs. We can't be fighting all the time. And if ever I'm getting too clingy, just punch me in the face or something.
All right. You've given me permission to punch you in the face, so.
Oh,
If
I can
if I mess
take
up your
it.
pretty mug, just let I'll. That's the reason why.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
But all right, we're good.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We're good.
Want to hug it out or something?
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's like this really weird, awkward, like hug. All
And she
right.
does like those like to pass his face. Like, all right, cool, that's enough.
It's hug for one. It's hug for slap, 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 break.
Break.
All right.
I vote this to be the new team handshake.
The 1, 2, 3.
All right.
I think that
So
could count as
nah.
comfort and support.
okay.
Yes,
count
please. Issa needs it so bad.
So comfort and support. I am rolling. What do I roll for that?
That is with your plus mundane.
Mundane. I have a +1, so that's decent. That is an 8.
All right, that is a yeah, that is a hit. So Issa is able to mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. Which
I'm pretty sure we opened up.
Got a 10.
Oh,
all right, with a 10, you can also add a team to the pool, or you can clear another condition yourself.
Since I have no more conditions to clear, I will go ahead and just add a team to the pool.
All right.
so because they got a hit for me, I can mark potential, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
And I think as they're trying to leave, she's like, "Oh, and one more thing," and she's gonna like just like blue punch Becky, like punch him right in the arm, and be
Okay.
like, "That's for the past."
I'll allow it as I like take off.
I know I asked you to the prom like as a dare, but now that I know you, I really start to care about you. I hope we can be cool.
So Michael, I have a question. I have a team move. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, ask them if they'll tell anyone the truth about you. If they agree to keep it a secret, clear condition, or mark potential, would that apply here?
I think
Like,
you've
Johnny,
already.
before
It's kind of a double dipping if it's also comfort and support.
Okay,
I
we'll do
think-
that then.
So
All right.
Yeah, because I could easily ask for mine too. So
yeah. So I think in that
okay.
case we could have had you just do that instead, which would be the same, essentially, or pretty
Okay.
close to it. So this is because I'm assuming with all the stuff that's happened, y'all were probably had some plans to move into like after school, move into position pretty quickly. However, the next morning when you wake up, there is an alert on all of your phones. It is essentially it's a supervillain day.
Hmm.
Kind of like a snow day. If you live in a climate that's not Texas or Florida, where
Hey,
occasionally,
we had those last year.
yeah,
Hurricane days.
yeah, yeah, true. Tornado. Yeah, essentially, there has been a number of supervillain attacks, and because of that, they have to take an emergency day from school.
Also, last session, I think we forgot to mention Ivy did set up a program to like unlock all the information on that drive.
Yeah, but it was gonna take like 2 days or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was gonna
I think
take a
it was
while, but just because we didn't bring it up, I thought it just clicked. I remembered.
So, checking the news, what you see is kind of throughout the city in a bunch of places. You have these. They look similar to the Rift, and one of the things that also shows up on the news, the Rift flashed quite brightly for about 45 minutes at 3 a.m. and which is not something that's sort of happened before. Some of the vegetation and such throughout some of the weird vegetation that sort of come from the Rift seems to have almost like a sunflower, like the flowers have sort of turned to face that direction. There seems to be a little extra growth from them, not a lot, but just a little bit overnight. And at this point, you have what looks like an odd incursion of a bunch of creatures from the Rift. Some of things you've seen before, some of which appear to be different. And as it kind of clicks through, you see several of the various super teams, the Omegas and others, in combat with these in a bunch of different areas.
Gonna text the group. Anybody know of any of these not handled already that we can go do our thing? Send.
Do
I'm
any
gonna
of
literally
us?
right next to-
I'm gonna flip
I'm
on my
literally
radios.
right next to you on the couch.
Yeah, there's actually one that's not terribly far from where everybody is. That is hitting in. It's in part of the business district. Unfortunately, a lot of the bigger super teams have been pulled away towards kind of a bunch of other places. This one's actually not terribly far away from your school either.
Hell yeah, business district. Maybe we can get a sponsor while we're at it.
Bane of Ivy's existence sponsors. All right. Johnny is gonna like just send the message like, okay, I'm heading there. Look at Zaylin. Zaylin, wanna go fight some shit?
Yeah.
Awesome, let's go.
Yeah.
Ivy will take an Uber. Probably.
Again.
Yeah, that's the true horror of the civilization we live in, is that Uber drivers still work during these things.
Yeah. And they probably will try to tip well, but it's not going to be a lot.
Towards the monster, please.
Yeah. Take me to that big thing.
I don't want
That
to go
way.
that direction. You couldn't have pulled over for me.
Here's $20.
That's what's happening.
It's cash, so they can't take it away from you.
All right. In that, when you kind of get to as everybody, like, how is everybody else getting there? You said you two were flying.
Fine.
I'm gonna bone spider. I don't know how fast that is, but
I forgot how far away Issa's apartment is from the school, but
We're gonna hand wave and say y'all are roughly equidistant because that's how narrative can sometimes.
That's how it
yeah.
always works in superhero shows.
plus
Like,
Issa,
everybody shows
Issa has a
up at the same-
car.
yeah, Issa's gonna drive there. I was gonna see if she can. Like,
I'm Flash, the fastest person on Earth, and I've arrived 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the Justice League,
Yeah, right.
including Batman, who's gonna be huffing.
Whose power is I have a rope.
Here comes Fish Boy.
His
Aquaman.
power is I have
Fish
money.
Yeah, fish boy.
Hey, that's Issa's
Did
power
he
too,
swim
hey.
here?
By the power of Jeffrey Bezos, I have the power.
Fish boy is top half fish, bottom half man.
I
A lot of,
forget.
Very top
I forget what the name of the creator is, but it's the person who does the S&D villain ones. I had one today where they called Captain America Frisbee Boy, and it just very much hit me.
He's just out there frolfing with villains.
All right. So in the business district in this area, the good news is that because of superheroes and supervillains, most of the businesses have very thick bulletproof glass. As a matter of fact, those kind of companies and then the companies that will repair it they're not quite corner stores in this world, but they're not far from it in big cities. Like there's a bunch of them. So far, they've actually managed to keep these things from getting into a lot of the business the buildings there because they all also sort of act like bunkers necessary. But the creatures you have coming in there vaguely humanoid. They look like a bit scaly in it, like almost like a mix of like a lizardish and human type. Zaylin, for you, how much do you remember from Beyond the Rift? I think we talked about it before, but it's been.
I think that the memories are coming in a little bit clearer now. Before it was kind of like dream state type of thing, but now it's like again, it's like dreams coming back. Like I remember this dream from a while ago because this thing clicked it type thing.
You'd gotten some memories of these things, like in the dream last night. Actually, you had a very vivid dream that happened that probably coincided with the rift, sort of flashing fairly brightly at 3 a.m. These were one of the things that were in there, and you also saw some of the other things that the other creatures were fighting. Some of them, the heroes rather, some of them you've all seen before. Others are fairly new, but like it's almost like you felt them come through in some respects. The most dangerous thing is that you see fairly quickly. One of them like leaps into an alleyway because like the legs themselves are fairly powerful. Like leaps into an alleyway where you see like a couple people run. It looks like two businessmen on their way back from lunch, or breakfast, or they'll be on their way in. They try to run towards the alley. This thing leaps after them, and a moment later, as it leaps back out, you see two more that look kind of like it in the ripped remains of their clothing, much smaller than the one that leaped after it, start to make their way out of the alley.
Transforming them.
Oh, that's all kinds of fucked up.
So did we prioritize the big one, or what's the play here?
Big one, because it's gonna keep making weird little ones.
The big one wasn't bigger than most of the other ones. Like, as you start looking around, you see several. Like, see, most of them are about the same size. They probably stand about 7 feet tall.
Okay.
Like kind of hulking, 7 feet tall. But then the ones that they get, the humanoid ones, are not just not as tall, but also not as bulky. And there are some of those heading around, but not necessarily as of yet, at least. You do see a lot of people like kind of behind windows when they like as the things are coming up and striking against the windows. They start to give more space between themselves and the windows because they're not completely stupid.
I mean,
stop.
What's your opinion?
I mean, yeah, the big one.
Yeah. All right then. I'm just gonna shoot fire at it.
For me.
Right. So as we go into remember, there's more than one big one. There's a bunch of them. Like I said, there's not any of the ones that stick out, except for some are clearly. You can often tell by the ones that used to be human because they're still wearing remnants of human clothing.
All right. Yeah. So I guess the one that is there. Can we pick out which is the one transforming? Because I feel like if we don't, we're going to be killing civilians.
Zaylin, one of the things you remember about them, this isn't just a single one of them. This is something that they do. Like basically, you put them on. They would be dropped onto planets and such, let loose, and they were a way of essentially turning the population into.
These things. Okay, here's a question. Do I know what the movie Alien is?
The name of the alien?
No, do I know? Do I know the movie
movie
Aliens?
Yes.
Has Zaylin
Has the team shown me Aliens? You think?
We've watched Aliens.
Of course.
You guys remember that movie you showed me with the big Queen Mother alien thing?
Yeah,
I
alien.
don't.
These
I've never seen that
the-
movie.
these things do the same thing.
Oh.
All right. So don't let it plant eggs
Don't-
inside your belly.
Johnny, it's aliens, by the way. The one that they're talking about.
Oh.
haven't seen that one either.
aliens.
How about
Oh, wait.
y'all handle the big boys, and
That's not how
we'll
you-
start wrangling up the humans.
That's have
See
you
if we can at
never
least
seen
get like.
Alien? Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, we need to make
What?
that happen.
What are you gonna do?
Wait, hold
Drive?
on.
What are you gonna do?
Nessa,
Drive to my
All
drive
All right,
to my house in
let's
New
just
York?
reschedule the game and watch Aliens together.
No, or no, at
No,
some point
we're gonna
wait
play
for it.
aliens.
We're gonna get you into an alien game.
Play
Okay.
alien.
Oh, the best way to learn. Ah,
You won't
Absolutely
know. That'd be
is.
great. Anyway, sorry.
So Issa, you're gonna keep a perimeter, keep everybody out. We'll take care of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna also try to wrangle up the ones that have been transformed, just so like they're not doing any more things. And
I think
I'm
I'll
gonna
help
look
you
for
with
like some
that.
like a hose or like I probably have rope on me somewhere.
I'll help you with that, Issa,
Yeah.
because I can make rope.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right. Zaylin, Marrow, and I will take care of the Jolly Green Giant over here.
Remember, as I said, it's not just a single one.
Yeah, well,
It-
we're
it's
gonna
Jolly
take
Green
one at a time.
Giants.
Just one of the bigger
Yeah.
ones.
We'll
Yeah,
take
we'll-
care of one. We'll do them one at a time. I don't want to fight 5 big ones at a time,
Okay.
or at least that's the goal.
All right.
But
So
when does everything go how we plan?
all right. You're entering battle against a dangerous foe. Who is stepping up as leader?
I would like to be leader.
Mayor, okay.
All right. I think everyone here has the same purpose.
Mhm.
Do you have influence over everybody?
I believe I do, but let me double check really quick.
Do you have influence over Johnny?
I have influence over Zaylin, Johnny, Obsidian, and Ivy, according to
It's
this.
all of them. Everyone has the same purpose. Does anyone mistrust Marrow? Right.
Everyone does a little bit.
I would
don't-
say Johnny infinitesimally does because he doesn't know who they are, and he just mentioned to Issa in the previous scene that he doesn't like that fact, so he's kind of distrusting.
Okay.
I
There you
hate to
go.
be that guy, but Johnny doesn't.
I was legit like witch cackling when you said it was annoying. I was just like,
All right, so you've got 5 team. Remember, you can use that to basically give someone a +1 by doing something to help them. All right, who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna do a thermal blast against the big one. Just thermal blast it. So I think that'd be unleash my power.
Unleash the power. Usually, that's usually if you're trying to. Here, let me bring up the thing again because it's been a little bit.
Overcome an obstacle. This is directly engage a threat.
Yeah, this is directly engage the threat.
Okay, so it's plus danger. Gotcha. That is a 11.
All right, you get to pick 2. So you said you let loose one of the beams.
Okay, I'm going to create opportunity for my allies and take something from them. So can I blind it? Do we know it has eyes?
You won't actually need necessarily blind it, but I can give something where you'll take something from them that will make sense.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe what you do.
I like jump in the air and I just like release like a thermal blast like right at them. Basically just like a shockwave through them.
Okay. As it strikes, does a couple things. Like we'll notice there's about 6 of them that are kind of the bigger ones and a bunch of the smaller ones of the people who have been transformed kind of running around. One thing you notice is it strikes and it goes flying backwards. This is enough to take out the one. it goes, but it does because you did not have it resist or avoid the blows. As it do that, its tail lashes out and cracks you like hard against the jaw. Go ahead and take a condition. But as it falls back, it actually lands on two of the transformed people. It hits them, and then it goes kind of rolling to the side. You see it just sort of, it's out. The people that you saw that got knocked underneath it are clearly out because they've been knocked onto the ground, but you see them starting to transform back into themselves.
Okay, vampire rules apply, everybody.
If we take out the big ones, they revert back.
I'm gonna say overcomes Obsidian, Ivy.
Yes.
So I mean, I know it doesn't feel great to fuck up civilians, but if you do hurt them just a little bit, they start to turn back.
And
Roger.
yeah, for the condition move, one of them just and kind of like points out, like right now, roughly where is everyone? Zaylen, you're on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
I marked hopeless
Okay.
for that one. Pick myself up.
And what happens at this point? You have a bunch. Like, do we have everyone relatively together, or some of you for?
I think we're starting to split at this point, so maybe like
Yeah.
we're still sort of near each other.
So one of them kind of like hollers. At which point, a bunch of the transformed ones turn directly in like your guys' direction, and they are running towards where you're at. Got a whole bunch of them coming inbound.
I think that's our cue.
Let's do it. Just poses for a second. Ivy's going to like run forward and like create like this super long arm and just try and like Red Rover the entire team.
Basically, just like knock a whole bunch of them on their ass.
Yeah.
Are you going after like the humans, the transformed humans coming at you, or some of the?
Yeah, the transformed humans coming at us. Me and Issa are going to try and take care of them, and keep them at bay, so the other three can fight the bigger ones.
All right, unleash your powers.
I do like the idea that I did say that over comms while you guys were like 4 feet away. So I'm just gonna say again, sad comms. Just in case you didn't know, we've got like a 28 days later situation going on.
Is that plus danger or freak?
Freak.
Okay.
It's no freak. Roll.
Well.
House.
What?
12.
All right. And it goes. You basically like. What do you want to do with that giant arm as you scoop up a bunch of those transformed people that are rushing towards you?
I had a plan for my next move, so I'm going to use that in conjunction with my next move. But basically, I just want to like grab a bunch of them, however many I can fit. Probably not all of them. Very likely not all of them. But as many as I can fit, and like throw them up in the air and like tie my arm to like a I don't know, some kind of sign or something hanging from the street, and then like pull myself back, like basically tie them up like Spider-Man does with the net and shit, you know.
So you're a little bit of Spider-Man, a little bit of like Groot, and it's like ripping off.
Basically, and then I'm just gonna detach it, you know, like I can grow stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, as you grab it, and you got a whole bunch of them hanging there. Who's next?
Issa, right?
Yeah, I can go. Like as they're hanging those, I think Issa sort of like jumps up and over and like does like maybe like a flying like front kick to a back kick to another one to like maybe knock them out.
One of the big ones.
We're still going after humanoids. That's our plan. Yeah.
All right. Make your roll.
Is that directly engage?
Yeah, that is directly engage.
That's a danger. Oh, that's a 12.
Damn. What do you pick your two?
I'm going to resist and avoid their blows, and I'm going to impress, surprise, or frighten. So.
Yeah. So as you're striking, you're able to take out several of them. What you notice is when they go unconscious, which they're still a bit clumsy, like they're not kind of used to those bodies, and so they don't have nearly the fluidness of the other ones that you found. But as you're kind of as they go down and hit the ground with couple crunches, you notice when they go unconscious is when they start to change back.
Yeah, and I think so. Basically, what you see the camera going from like Issa bounces off of Ivy and like just starts like going through it and just a string.
At which point, the impressor frightened two of them. Look, and they start coming your way, but they're holding themselves at bay.
The big boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're around you, but they're kind of coming towards you, but they seem very nervous.
Let's go. Let's dance.
The big boys.
Let's go, Marrow.
So I'm also on big boy duty right now with everyone. I was planning on gonna try to like insight some shit this round, but I feel like we probably kind of got a handle on what the hell's going on vis-a-vis transformations and such. And I'm pretty sure if I roll, I'm not going to be like their hidden weakness, the Achilles tendon. You press that, and the big boys just go right down. So I'm just going to unleash my powers on the big boys in the form of bone cage, but not trying to get them in the bone cage. Because they're big boys. Just kind of trying to use the bone cage to get in their meat. Yeah.
Okay. So
kind of like a bear trap, but made out of bones.
You're using your bone cage to trap their meat. Okay.
Trap the big boys' meat.
Well, not so much that, but like I'm using my rib cage to enter their rib cage in a non-consensual manner.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking of the movie Teeth. That's all. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
No.
I couldn't do that. Oh, no.
I quit.
That would be directly engaged.
I wish that was an unleash our powers.
Yeah.
But okay, come on, new dice. Prove you're not cursed. Ah! All right. You shouldn't have yelled into the microphone. Okay, 9 total, which is good because I have +0.
All right. Go ahead and choose one.
Hold on 1 second. Oh. Well, I'm not going to resist their blows, even though I'm very up close with them. I will create an opportunity for Zaylin or Johnny.
All right. How about this? So you're going through their rib cage with yours?
Kinda like if this is their rib cage, this is mine. Just kind of a.
Yeah. So one of them one of them is you kind of like punch through it. It's and that one is sort of taking, but as it's happening, it starts like clawing at you. Go ahead, take a condition. It's just kind of ripping into you, not too deep, because you managed to kind of keep it away with the rib cage. But the other one actually reaches out and traps the one behind it. It kind of catches it by the tail, and it is now essentially unable to move. Johnny.
No, my meat. I need that.
Johnny, are you flying up above a little bit?
Yeah, I see that one that's pinned.
Wait, there's something else you're gonna see. Did we ever talk about the mascot for your school?
No.
What might be the mascot for Rosewood?
Do you think it would be like kind of like a Rosalia Pokemon, but instead of it's just kind of like the Rose Man?
I was thinking something stupid like that, or Gritty. But
what if we call it? Our mascot is the Green Giant, and it's just a knockoff Gritty.
Or
that's
depending,
green.
I was gonna say knockoff Gritty, but it's red, and they call it Rosie.
Yeah,
possibly.
There
Or
you go.
do you have? We use this for the Persona game I ran. We found cryptids in Washington. With a thing called the bat.
It's the Mothman. It's the Mothman.
We had the Bat Squatch. Was the one that we used from there. There's a thing called the Bat Squatch, which is supposed to be around Mount Rainier.
Hold on, cryptids in Pennsylvania.
No. Do you have
this? Is making
there's a crying cryptid from Pennsylvania. I can't remember what it's called. I just discovered it the other day.
The crying man. Don't go up against our football team.
It's like this monster that just cries like crazy.
We can't do the squonk.
We could go with Rosie if you wanted to go. Oh my God! Look at that thing. The squonk.
Oh, I need to get into the Discord to see the squonk.
Oh my
Squonk.
god.
There's Bessie, which is the Lake Erie monster, the Dogman of Westmoreland County, the gigantic broad top snake.
We can go with Rosie if you want. I just thought if you wanted to go something really weird, fun.
I was gonna say the squonk is very.
I mean, we could do the squonk. I like the squonk. I'm not gonna lie.
Squonk.
I
How do you
can't.
spell,
I,
how do you spell squonk?
SQUONK. Look at those images.
to be fair, I would not want to go up
Definitely the
against this
squonk.
team.
Definitely the squonk. The fighting
This I,
squonks.
I don't know why the school board allowed this, but yes, let's
The
do it.
squonk is the crying cryptid. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Oh.
chance it may have had like a really racist one previously, and they had to change it quickly.
Yeah.
Up until the 80s, there's a place called Pekin, which is about an hour and a half away from where I live. They were the fighting slur for Chinese people
Oh,
until like the mid 80s.
That is not surprising.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Okay
lie.
then.
I
Okay,
thought
so
nothing
we're
get more disturbing than the chupacabra, but damn.
the squonk. We are the squonks.
So-
Rose
So
would-
cute. The Rosewell squonks. Go squonks. The fighting squonks.
Well,
Or
The fighting and crying
our,
squonks.
yeah,
The crying squonks. Yeah, I'm sorry. The crying.
our football team does very well, but also the merch sales are just abysmal.
Yeah.
so here's the thing.
I want to see the mascot for this.
Yeah, the mascot is actually a fairly loved person at the school. Like everybody knows them, gets along. Do we have anybody who we've already?
It's Sandrew, isn't it? No, he's on the basketball
Oh
team.
yeah, he's in the
Yeah,
basketball
Sandra's on the
Sandra.
basketball team.
Um,
It's Sandra, his sister.
team. Yeah. Yeah, Sandra.
She's a little
there's
less cool than her brother, but it
one
makes
of
her more
them-
relatable.
One of them coming out now. There was supposed to be essentially like a pep rally meeting in the morning that they were supposed to have like an early rehearsal. Sandra. Nope. Andrew's sister,
Andrew Squonk.
the squonk mascot. You see one of them, like basically partially ripped out of the squonk mascot suit, like rushing into this area, rushing into the street in this area.
So they're
Trans-
partially transformed and they're sticking out of the Squonk mascot suit.
Well, they're transformed like the other ones you've seen, but they are partly sticking out. They're lizardish creature like Carcopus now is sticking out of the mascots.
Sandra!
oof. I see
Not the
this because I'm in the
squonk.
sky, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Do I go for the big one or do I fight the fucking mascot? Guys, we have a transformed squonk.
Wait.
A what?
Sandra?
Sandra?
Yeah, Sandra apparently is in the area. Should I go help her or should I go get the one that's pinned right now?
Do you know how to help someone without burning them? Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, you like, knock her out. That was really mean. I'm
Wow.
sorry. That was really
Obsidian,
mean.
like harsh
Jo-
over
Johnny's
the, over
just
the
like-
Even help
airways.
people?
My powers are fired. No, I don't.
Let her come to me and Obsidian. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
All right, you take care of Sandra.
I assume she can't fly, so I'm gonna try to unleash my powers to reshape the environment to like get the squonk to head to them. I'm gonna like try to just like
wall
maneuver
of fire.
flame, like a wall of fire to direct Sandra to them.
All right, make your roll for your plus freak for unleashing your powers.
+1 to freak. Here we go. Oh, and that's okay. That's gonna be a 9.
All right. So we'll see.
I
As you,
mark a condition. Angry.
yeah, I was Go ahead, mark a condition with that. As you manage to kind of keep it there, as she's like the fire, and you're able to kind of funnel her towards it. At this point, however, you do still have a bunch of these things that are rushing around. Ivy, you have got one of them running your way.
Good. because my plan was hoping for that. The remaining fellas up in my net that I tied, I'm going to use biokinesis, which is my new ability that I got from the Nova, and basically throw the entire group of them into the big one that's running towards us.
All right.
Oh,
Go ahead and make your directly engage as it's kind of leaping forward, is about to rush through.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh
So-
boy.
we're gonna end up a civilian with a broken arm.
That's a 5.
Oh yeah. As you kind of go, it's faster than you thought because it kind of like gets down as he's like slams into you, knocking you really hard to the ground. And now you've got teeth snapping very close to your face. Go ahead and mark a condition.
Afraid.
Isa, you
Yeah,
got
I think as Ivy sees that one that's like right on their face, Isa's gonna run over. How
you got
big,
the you got the two that have peeled off towards you. They're nervous. They're holding back a little bit, but you've got the two of them that are pretty close to you. If you rush over, there's like you're gonna get probably jumped.
Okay. I think Issa wants to help Ivy, so but like there's creatures in the way, right? So I think she's gonna like look at them, just like, I'm gonna deal with y'all first. And she's just gonna run up to one of them and you said they're like 7 feet tall, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're bipedal quad?
Yeah. You think the lizard from Spider-Man make it a bit more alien looking? Like it's like a little bit stranger. You've
Lizards
got-
from Spider-Man?
Yeah. Think of like a lizard man who's kind of fairly like hunched over. Like the
All I'm thinking is the chameleon from Monsters Inc. So,
Oh.
like,
It's so long since I've seen Monsters Inc.
Randall
Randall.
from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, the tails
Oh,
let them actually
man.
like have their body. They could stand more straight up, but the tails allow them to have their body much more out like a T-Rex.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do like one of those things where she like runs up the body of it and like does like a backflip kick to the chin.
Okay, make your directly engage. As it's a bit nervous and it's starting to try to engage, but you rush in.
All right, that's gonna be a danger.
Advantage.
That's another 12. Jeez,
All right,
I like my new dice.
all right. You crack the hell out of that one. As it comes down, go ahead, choose your 2.
I'm gonna resist and avoid blows, and then I'm gonna create. I'm going to take something from them.
They don't have
Oh.
much to take.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, wait a second. I'm going to create opportunity for my allies.
Okay, as it happens, the other one that's kind of near you, like stumbles backwards as you just in one clean kick just like crunch it to the ground.
Yeah, she'll do her full flip and like do like a 3-point landing and look at that one. It's like, come on, big boy.
Yeah, and the thing is, it sort of like heads backwards a bit and it's moving like almost trying to kind of get away. Dalen, which kind of gives you a bit more of a clear shot at Ivy.
We're all saying big boy a lot. Is this like a new team slogan?
I don't know. They're just big.
Yeah, at least one.
Big lad.
Soon you're going to be
Oh, by the way,
attacked
did
by animated
somebody get my opening?
animated big boys.
Oh,
Did
God.
somebody get my opening from earlier?
They'll be able to because right now you've got one
Okay.
of those things stuck. So it's pretty much not in a position to attack right now. It is fairly vulnerable. But Zaylen, when that opens up, gives you a pretty easy shot over where Ivy is. Ivy right now is fending off one of them that's trying very hard to snap off Ivy's.
All right, I am going to I have the one of the burns off the Nova. I want to use the Reality Storm one. So how do I do this again?
All right.
Did you got to roll for your burns.
Yeah.
So I roll for my burns.
Yeah. Let me bring up the Nova playbook quick. Or I don't know if you've got that stuff down. So the way the Nova works.
I had you burn 3 plus burn. You have 3 flares from Nova, and yeah. So
All right.
Yeah,
When you charge, when you charge your powers, roll plus the conditions you currently have marked.
okay,
So I'd make a roll and then the conditions you got marked.
7, and then you add the conditions.
Yep.
I have 2, so that put me at 9.
All right. So go ahead and mark a condition, and
Okay.
hold 3.
So I get 3. I get 3 chances to burn flares.
Yeah, you basically have 3 burns, and you've got what, Reality Storm, and did you use how many?
I have Reality Storm, Shield, and Move.
Okay. So what do?
Trying to decide if I should use Reality Storm to do Destructive Burst or Shield to protect Marrow. I'm gonna do Shield. I'm gonna use Shield to protect Marrow, which is you call cast Protective Shield to stop danger, spend 1 burn to defend someone else from immediate threat, rolling plus Freak instead of Savior. So, which is good because my Freak is high, and that puts me at a 12.
Damn. So
I'm so safe.
So here's what happens with the defend. NPC threats on a hit, you keep them. What this is, keep them safe and choose on PC threats. This will act as an NPC threat in the same way we defend something from an immediate threat. Basically you get to keep them safe and then add one. Either add or choose one. Add a team to the pool, take influence over Ivy, or clear a condition.
I'll clear a condition. I'm gonna clear my guilty.
What does it look like when you help Ivy like this?
It's it's like a flash of white light, and it's almost like you've seen like what's her name in The Incredibles, Violet in The Incredibles, how it's like that like ultraviolet like bubble over her. That's what it looks like.
All right, Ivy, suddenly there's a bit more space between you and the thing that was snapping at you. Johnny, where were you guiding it towards? Like towards which person?
I was guiding it in the direction of Issa and Ivy.
Okay.
So, and that was like one of the ones heading towards there. We're trying to get the civilians separated from the big ones. So,
all right. Why don't we pop over real quick? Pharaoh. Got the one that you kind of stabbed through. The other one got like pinned by some of your bone that came through and grabbed it. So the one that's like right next to you, that one's gone. You got that one pinned. What do you do?
Oh, is anyone in super danger right now?
Ivy just got cleared from being directly in danger. Everyone else is in relatively good.
All right, that's good. And Sandra's doing okay for the most part. Well, granted, Sandra's headed towards Obsidian.
She's heading towards.
All right, then I think we're just gonna have to keep hacking at it. I'll stay pinned in with that one. And the one I'm pinned in is like good to go. So I should probably just try to like hit the other guy.
Yeah, that's like the one that you pinned in that you got originally is done.
All right, I'll just fire a bone spear.
All right, directly engage. Is it?
If anyone gets to change my labels later, we gotta be moving danger up. I guess I'll finally have to bring mundane down. Come on. Please, God. Okay. 7.
All right, 7. You get to choose.
I'm rolling
one.
very lucky. So lucky. I think for right now, I'm just gonna resist or avoid their blow.
Okay.
No, actually, we gotta be fancy. We gotta get out there. I'm gonna take something from them. They can hurt me all they want.
Okay. We'll say as it comes at you, as it makes its way down, as it's sort of striking, you actually it kind of finishes from its teeth. Like it's gone. Take condition because it has also managed to scrape you up some. But There's a lanyard sort of hanging from its teeth on one end there, and you kind of pick it up, and it's one of the security guards at the school. The good thing is there's no blood on it. All right, this just leaves two of the big ones. Ivy.
Marrow, or I'm sorry, not Marrow, Zalen, are your force fields movable by other people?
This is the first time I've done it. I don't even know how long these things usually last. Is there like
You can decide
no,
on this,
you
but
played it-
basically, like, if you want, you can basically use that to just give Ivy the opportunity and then let it go so Ivy can
Okay.
do what Ivy does.
okay?
Yeah, because this is all always happening in a matter of seconds. So,
So do you want me to like lifting up the shield?
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm gonna try the same thing I tried last time, but this time I'm just gonna use my body instead of my biokinesis,
Okay.
and just like reach back and grab the cluster of people that's still wrapped up in vines and just like a hammer throw it into the dude that's on top of me.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Make your directly engage.
Oh god, I'm afraid. So I get -2 to this. So I rolled a 4.
Not great. Oh, and we had to require a lot of people putting team in to be able to help you there. As you kind of, you said you use your body just to try to like basically smash it.
Yeah.
As it kind of goes, it actually crunches and bites and rips like big chunk off enough that you take a condition.
I'm gonna say hopeless.
Johnny.
All right. Sandra's pretty much out of the way. You said there's 2 big ones left.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to just kind of turbo myself at 1 and flaming fist strike.
The one that's on Ivy, or the one that is
The one that's
backed
currently
up from
killing
the
me, please, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny is actually gonna do it a little differently. The one that's on Ivy, like, is there still that little bit of gap between you and that one? Because I'm like, I want Johnny to like just interpose himself and just.
I mean, I'm on the ground, right? Like I'm on my
Okay.
back, and it's
Okay.
probably like right on top of me.
Okay, then I'm just gonna like land and try to like pull it up and smash it
All right.
Wait, you're gonna punch it?
with my flaming fist.
Oh, with the flaming fist. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
it was
not
just a
gonna
regular
use my
fist.
normal fist.
He's like
Johnny's-
Danny Rand, but he actually practices martial arts.
Oh, you
and
showed
has
up to a
firearms.
rehearsal.
And I actually use my iron fist
Yeah,
more
right.
than once in the whole show.
I did not
This
watch
just
that
this just become an anti-Iron
Ah,
Fist
What a
stream.
fucking terrible show.
one. I heard it was
Okay,
As it
bad.
always
that-
should be.
Because of my fight the good fight, when you pull your punches while directly engaging a threat, you can roll savior instead of danger. If you do, you cannot choose to impress, surprise, or frighten your foe. That is going to give me my +1 that I need to get my 7.
All right. What's the one that you choose?
What? Oh, I gotta pick one. I am going to resist or avoid their blows.
All right. Yeah. So as you mean knock that one down, as it tries to like basically hit you, failing, that sucker goes to the ground and is unconscious. Ivy, you've now got that last one of these just sort of.
Me?
Or
Or
Issa,
Issa,
rather.
Issa
Sorry,
Ivy.
Issa.
So
Yeah.
I was like,
I was
Oh.
like, wait a second.
Because I just erased the wrong name on the notepad. Issa, you got that
Okay.
one. Just
yeah, and I think she's gonna go "Ah!" back at it and just run at it, and is going to gonna do like one of those like Black Widow sort of moves where like she'll like crawl up and like curl and like use like momentum to like bring them down.
yeah, do the leg lock flip.
Yeah.
Make your directly engage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh. That is going to be. Oh, I get a +2. That's still a 5.
You kind of go to do it, and as you kind of grab it, actually, like while it's a little bit scared, like quick enough, it just kind of grabs you and then slams you hard into the ground. Go ahead, take a condition.
Okay. I'm going to take. Oops. Hold on, I'm gonna mark my potential first. You know what? I'm gonna take some angry.
Isa, angry. Isa,
That's
smash.
Obsidian angry? Never.
What? Not a chance.
Who do we think is in a good position to possibly help out Issa?
Yeah, I think she gets flung and
I
like
am.
she like rolls
Okay.
over and like tries
Dalen.
to catch herself.
I am.
Marrow's
So you
extricating
got
yourself from multiple alien bodies.
Hey, yeah, that's
so
fair.
you
I was like, I could
so
finally
Issa
use
got
my move, but I'm in a mess.
Isa got flung.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Like slammed into the ground.
okay. Is the thing coming toward her? Is the big boy coming toward her?
Oh, I think it's in a position
on
to
top
essentially
of her.
start ripping.
I am going to do what is it called again? A mind of their own. I'm going to basically unleash my powers and do like the same thing I did with the people who are falling off the side of the building that time. I'm just gonna like freeze them in air, basically, just kind of like lift this thing up and just hold it in the air.
Okay. Is that the one where you create a new power? Or is that
Yeah,
one you already have?
yeah.
All right.
It's that plus my it's plus my freak. It's unleash my powers.
Okay, make your roll plus your freak.
9.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and mark a condition. As you strain to kind of get up there, you've got it now fairly helpless. You're noticing a lot of the other ones that were transformed are starting to change back. They're either strategically covered by the vines that Ivy shot out for the ones that are hanging off the sign, or wearing just enough clothing that what you see still gets you through to like a PG rating.
All right.
Y'all do.
I kind of think the one that's just kind of floating in the air, Johnny's just gonna rocket into with flaming fists out, just like slam into it.
All right, make your
If
directly
that's
engage.
all right. Once again, fight the good fight so I can roll savior because my danger is terrible. That is going to be an 11.
Okay, it goes flying. Ends up like slamming into the ground. It is out, and you're seeing others, the other people start to kind of transform back. The kind of awkward, almost like a turtle pulling into its shell, the very awkward looking squonk mascot. Then things pop and start to like kind of retreat back inside. The head just sort of falls off, and you see Sandra eventually just kind of like poke her head out, like wide eyed, like.
Are you okay?
I was just at the school.
Yeah, a lot has happened. You were under the control of a monster for a little bit, but are you feeling okay?
Is that what that sound was? We're at the school and there was like a sound underneath the gym.
Underneath the gym.
Underneath the gym?
And
I think
then
Issa's gonna go check it out.
Real quick, while that's happening, Ivy's not doing great, and they are I want to do something. I want to like react to the situation in like a really weird way.
Yep.
Not weird, angry.
Clear off a little
Because I think that because they took so much damage and so it like basically the brunt of this fight, when that last one like gets thrown to the ground, Ivy's gonna like jump on top of it and start smashing it into the ground with like giant fists. I want to actually use one of my abilities for it, just narratively speaking,
Mhm.
because I think that it's like this like terrified, angry, hopeless reaction to like almost dying. So yeah, that's what they're gonna do while Johnny is, I guess, walking up to the mascot.
Yeah. What do y'all do when you see Ivy just go hog wild?
I think Issa's gonna like run in and try to like grab them and be like, Ivy, 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 it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, and like try to like put them in like a full Nelson sort of situation, just like and like hold her.
Assuming it's hard to
I'm
put
just gonna-
Ivy in a full Nelson because your body isn't necessarily contiguous
strong, damn it.
in the same way that ours are. Like a
Yeah.
full Nelson, and just like the plants just go whoop, and you're just holding.
If anything, it's like
Just-
Issa's a little backpack. That's all it is.
Issa just like
full,
grabs
full
on
Nelson
Ivy.
like a cow or an elephant.
But yeah, I think Ivy's like crying, but is like smashing their fist into this lizard thing into the ground like repeatedly. Like I'm gonna kill it, but I don't think they'll know that they kill it. Like it's
Yeah.
just like kind of like a rage reaction to this situation.
Yeah, and I think Issa's just there, like just holding on, just trying to figure something out. It's like Ivy, it's okay, like you're good, you're all right, like you're okay. Come on, like
I am gonna pick up Sandra and just start booking it towards the school.
I'm assuming Ivy, are you getting rid of angry, or
No, I don't have angry. No, I just felt
Pure
like
narrative.
I just felt like that was how I would react.
does it
And I
does,
just wanted-
does that work with one of your
It could. I fling myself into easy relief, but like for hopeless, but I don't know that.
I think that
necessarily.
sounds like an easier because the thing is, people will have seen you. You'll have been taped
Yeah.
going.
Oh, no,
the
I
one
know,
that's
that's-
already down. So yeah, I think that's
I would-
one part of what those conditions are for are to drive your character to do those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But then clear the condition, but then the consequences become y'all have fought them, and then you went berserk,
Yeah.
which means everyone's going to be a little more freaked out. So I think that is like ripping into the body of the thing. Thief.
Are any of these things still alive? Is there any that are still that are like alive or like on their feet?
Definitely the one that Issa knocked out. I think the first one's of Zaylan. I think Maro, I think you killed both of yours with the
Always
bow
do.
arrows.
I want to do something to clear my insecure. And tell me if I can do this or not. I want to, because I know these are from the Rift and I know I recognize these things. I want to try to like, what is the one for it? I kind of want to like do like a mental link with it. I want to see if I can like talk to it at all.
Is there one of your powers that goes along with that?
I mean the mind of their own. That one would
Is there something you have to do to activate that?
just roll my freak. But right now my freak is being basically countered by my hopeless, my negative hopeless.
Okay.
So
Um,
I just want to try like to if I wanted to take a foolhardy action without talking to the team.
yeah, I would go ahead and make your freak roll.
That would be a 9.
Okay. Remember, anytime you do that, you mark a condition. That's the cost.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of go up, and the rest of you, Maro, did you get the?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm hauling ass.
yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I don't. We'll see if Johnny's going with.
Because I am running away from something difficult.
Okay.
And also because I'm scared that debris is going to hit Sandra in the face.
So it sounds like we'll get to Zaylen's stuff in a minute. As you kind of grab hold and do the mind meld with it. So Maro, you are running away. You're using the getting rid of one of your conditions by grabbing Sandra and running. Johnny, are you going with? Are you following after or?
I'm assuming because Johnny was like mid conversation and Maro just like leaps in throws her in the bone cage and starts running. Joy's like,
I didn't say I put her in the bone cage. I feel like I'm not very strong, but I feel like I could carry someone while running.
That's
Maybe
your
I don't
merch.
know.
Johnny-
That's going to be your merch,
Jo-
by the way, like the bone cage stickers.
Make
yeah, you
those.
just like grab her and start running. Joy's like, I was talking to her, like, and it's just like falling. Where are we going? What are you doing? Like, she's in the middle of telling me what the fuck happened. Why are we running away? Mara,
You gotta shoot your shot, Johnny, and I'm shooting my shot. Hi, Sandra. How are you doing?
Yeah, as so you two are headed out. Issa, you see like you the one that grabbed Ivy.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to Ivy, just trying to calm
Yeah,
them
so
down.
Zalen's no one's there to watch you do this foolish thing. And you kind of it has to do with its mind. It's an animalistic mind, so when it hits, like it kind of it hurts because it does not interface with yours particularly well. But because you're going through and you're seeing it being pulled, it doesn't come through the rift. You see it being pulled into a basement. The basement itself, as it kind of goes through, you discover is at the school itself. And everyone, do me a favor on the Millinote. You want to pop into city information in the world information and the city info.
I hate when there's new information.
You now get to decide what this powerful artifact is that pulled it through. Now, certain things are going to be like what it does here. I mean, it's definitely warping reality by bringing them
Where are
in.
we looking?
On if you go into city information,
Oh, powerful artifact. Here we go.
yeah, then below where it says it's superhuman edict, which is not one that we use.
No, the superhuman.
Let me do this. I'm going to clear. Edit drawing. The thing that pulled them through has in it like an artifact, some things there that kind of do more than just pull things through. But as a group, we get to decide what those things. What is its physical properties?
Look at all of our little cursors. I love that. They're all just dancing around.
Physical properties.
You
A
said there was like
shimmering.
humming, right? Okay.
It should be attack losing creatures, parentheses, big boys.
Yeah, big boys. So a
Stone big
shimmering.
boy.
Shimmering. That's what I picked.
Yeah.
What else would we like?
I'm gonna fit hums loudly because you said there's a humming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stone. A stone.
So shimmering stone that
Hums
shaped.
loudly.
I was thinking talisman or shard.
Yeah.
I don't know which one y'all think. I like the idea of talisman because it almost has like a magical.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Less than,
shimmering
like,
stone talisman
supernatural.
that hums loudly.
Okay. You see, like
It's quite a
inside
tender
of,
bio.
inside of this this like contraption
the
such
fuck?
as there, inside of it, there's this thing, and it's the thing that brought them through, and then kind of started messing with them. Now, what makes it dangerous to be around?
Causes
Causes
mutation.
Mutation.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's what's already fucking up those plants.
Only one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Fine.
Makes it impossible to control and contain.
I feel like it should be other, and only a person from the rift can use it.
Yep. You want to type that into the comment box over there?
Yeah.
How about this? It's not just someone from the rift. There's a specific type of person. Like you know how Elijah Intrepid is from one of the worlds in the rift. There's only a certain species of like people or humanoid that exists in the multiverse that is actually able to use it.
Yeah.
That sound good. Can only be used by
Mhm.
certain types of people or humanoids from the multiverse.
Okay.
God, Zalen, I hope you fall under that purview. 'Cause otherwise, we're gonna be extremely fucked.
Mm.
And what about its power?
We
Probably
said
genetic.
warping.
No, I guess it would have to be genetic alteration,
sounds
just
right.
because
What we
that's
got
what
here.
we've seen so far.
We just choose one.
Yeah.
But we also it's only one.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we could say that could just be, we could, because it causes mutation. We could also switch it to infinite energy source, because that would explain the not the Intrepids, but
Well, isn't the reality warping what its most obvious power is?
Yeah, because they
Yeah, I think
pulled them
reality warping.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because mutation could technically be
Yeah.
the same
All
as
right,
genetic
then
alteration.
reality warping
Because
it
what,
is.
what I've kind of established, it's brought things in from the other realm.
Mhm.
So in that case,
Delete.
Deleted. Deleted.
but
Del Taco.
yeah, it like behind the two of you, like Ivy, what might snap you out of it is you hear Zaylen.
Okay.
And so Zaylen, I think you also got rid of one of your conditions that way.
Yeah.
So when that happens, I don't think I'm gonna react to Zaylen, but it is gonna snap me back into like not seeing red mode, and I'm just gonna like slump over the body and just like be crying.
Are you gonna like shift down, or are you still?
I'll probably like shift down a little bit and like kind of just like slop onto the ground like in a heap.
I think Issa's still there, like, hey, it's okay, and then like hears that, and she's like, oh shit. Oh,
Ivy, you good?
I think
Fuck.
Ivy will be okay. I think if you
yeah, I think she
run
like
to Zaylen.
gives like a little pat on the head and like, I'll be back, and like runs over to Zaylen.
I'm on the ground. I'm dry heaving. I'm like,
Hey, what's going on? What happened? What happened?
I saw into its mind.
Oh, do you usually do that? That sounds like it's new. You
No.
okay? You don't seem okay. Why am I asking that?
It's from the rift. I know it was, and I wanted to see what it was seeing. And did it tell me about the artifact, Michael?
You saw it. It was basically like inside of a machine. There was this thing in there. It's what pulled it into this.
These things did not come from the rift. They came from something else. From this thing, this stone thing. I think it was the school.
Okay.
I think it was in the school.
Okay. All right.
Good, where I'm running right now.
And
we'll
Johnny
handle it,
is
it's okay.
heading that way as well.
And I think Issa's gonna like hug Zaylen just to be like, yeah, you're good. You're okay. You're here. It's all right.
We gotta stop it. We gotta stop it now.
Let's cut over to Marrow and Johnny.
Johnny's gonna ask Sandra while they're going because Marrow grabbed her right. She said the
Yeah.
basement.
She's just like wide-eyed, like.
Sandra, you said there was a humming from the basement of the school. Like Johnny is flying beside the two of them. Like, is that what you said?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Marrow, meet me there, and I'm just gonna rocket ahead.
Well, I can't judge him for that.
All right.
So how are you doing, Sandra?
And she's kind of like
Wanna-
like half in this like torn, like squatch costume, going. Been a weird day. And do you want to take a bio break?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Usually
Yes.
at ours ends up being about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. I will go ahead and move us over to and take the audio out. Be back in 10. All right, and welcome back to our last roughly hour of play for this evening. So yeah, we've got Johnny had just taken off as Mara was making her way towards the school, and then we've got the rest of you back in the business district near the scene of destruction, about 4 blocks away from the school.
I'm gonna do something else. Can I clear another condition?
We might want to wait. You're not just not
Okay, fine. All right.
straight like one and the other, then the other.
All right, fair enough.
Some
wait for these
things
to
are
get
about to
back.
happen.
So Johnny, you said you haul ass.
Yeah.
Okay, and Marrow's not gonna be far behind, because I'm assuming part of your movement power allows you to skitter pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, you have a better view of it from above. The school itself, there has been like a chunk of a wall kind of blasted out. You can hear sirens in the distance. But yeah, the chunk of the wall is kind of in the side of the gymnasium.
It's always the
Um,
gymnasium.
I'm gonna just go right on in.
Okay.
Let's see what I find.
All right, in the gymnasium itself, we'll say, Mary, you're probably shortly after him. So the gymnasium itself, you have like the big basketball court, and you have what used to be an old stage that hasn't been used in forever because they built a better stage in a different part of the school. But right, it holds lots of wrestling mats and other stuff. The doors next to it that kind of lead on either side of it, the little wings that they have both been like busted through from the inside, so the doors themselves are in the gym.
Okay. Johnny is gonna proceed right into the back area.
Yeah. So Mara, this is probably when you. Yeah, and as
Sandra
Mara,
down.
If you're getting closer, Sandra's just like, I don't want to go back in there. I don't want to go back in there. I don't want to go back in.
That's fair. Real quick. Did you see Mr. Anderson anywhere before? Like in your memory?
Remind me who Mr. Ander.
He is he's the name I just assigned. Did you guys come up with a name for the security guard?
Oh, the security guard. Okay. Yeah. For a second, I kept thinking the Matrix. I'm like, Mr.
That's
Oh,
what
yes.
I was.
Oh, she was the security guard? I didn't.
Okay. All right. Hopefully he's around here somewhere. Just for context for you, Sandra, because you have no idea what I'm talking about. I found this ID in one of the monsters' mouths, but like there's no like anything on it. So I feel like maybe they just like got a piece of his clothes or something.
Okay. Do you set her down outside or?
Oh yeah, I set her down and I'm just like, all right, you know the drill, right? Like find safety.
I could use my clothing and cell phone.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where that is. Are they in like the locker room? You want me to go get them?
If I'll kind of like gets up and tries to. She's like, I'll follow after. I'll try to find them in the gym. Back to the business district. Giving your doggy a good talking to.
Yeah,
They
she's
just gonna-
busy attacking her blankets that are in her crate because I decided because she woke up now, so I'm like, you got to be put away for the time being because I don't trust you out and about.
Aw.
Mhm.
We're still learning each other.
And she's like, you don't trust me, I'll eat this whole blanket.
I mean, she's eaten like loads of stuffed animals at this point, like
Aw.
wild.
What's her name?
That's what puppies do.
Reina,
Arena.
Reina.
Raina.
Raina.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Raina. Full of stuffed animals.
Defeater of fluff.
She's killed 2 lamb chops within like 3 days.
Killer of sheep.
Alright.
I think that I'm like, we need to head to the school. We need to head to it. We need to stop it.
We're going to. It's okay. I'm gonna. You go. I'm gonna make sure Ivy's okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All
You
right.
okay though? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You got this. You're good.
So I just start bolting it to the school.
And then Issa's gonna, once seeing Zaylin go, I'll go back to Ivy and like sort of like kneel down next to the heap that is Ivy.
Kneel next to the heap.
Kneel next to the heap and be like, "Hey,
Ivy is just very quiet and is shaking just a little bit and not crying anymore. And they just kind of like look up at you and say, I don't even remember what happened. I just am so scared.
well, I mean, it's not coming back, so, but I understand you being scared. You're okay though. You're good now."
I think she'll start to like slowly stand up and like pull herself back together and turn around and then kind of like come to a little bit and be like, what, where did everybody go?
Oh, they. I think Issa's gonna stand and like Obsidian's gonna stand and like dust her knees off, and she's like, "They went inside. Apparently, there's a thing that's happening in there. But hey, before we go in, I want to make sure. Are you okay to do this? Do you need a minute? Do you want me to just stay out here with you? Like, what do you need right now?"
Just go. I'll meet you there. I need a second. I need a minute. I'll meet you there.
You sure?
Yeah. I just need to breathe for a second.
Okay. And then like Issa's gonna do like one of those like little like arm squeezes and like runs to the gym.
And Ivy will follow like pretty quickly after, but
You can kind of see as you look like all the glass and such, you see that there's lots of phones your way as you
yeah,
head.
it's kind of, yeah.
All right. So Johnny and Marrow. Blurry, out of focus, Marrow.
Yeah. I'm in the void.
Yeah, as you you go as you head down. So Johnny, you've got the door has been burst open. There's like a couple steps up to the stage itself, and the stage is just packed with wrestling mats and all sorts of other things. But behind it, and there's a good chance you've never actually been in this particular, because this is one of those little rooms where people don't kind of get a chance to go into. Behind it, there's some steps that go down, and then like down about 3-4 steps into like a little landing area that goes to where it looks to be an area that you've got like custodians use, and then steps that go down into the basement. The door from the basement is also off its hinge.
So Wildfire.
Yeah.
Sandra's upstairs looking for her clothing. But this seems ominous.
Yeah, it sure does. Are we sure the school is secure? Should you like protect her till she's secure?
I thought I was here. All right, cool. I'll go back and stay with Sandra.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. I'm asking genuinely, like, are we sure the school is secure?
I don't, but I also didn't want you like hold up for a second because that's nothing good happens in there.
Jalen, you'll be here
Well,
shortly. I'll say both
then-
of you at this point hear something from downstairs. You hear like a strong voice, going. No, that's why I called you. It has Blake Industries on it. I'm at the school, Rosewood.
Johnny
Yeah.
doesn't even talk anymore. He just down the steps.
He goes, and you kind of hear. He goes, I'm pretty sure I saw Wildfire here earlier. Yes.
I will be following Johnny.
Mm-hmm. As you kind of go downstairs, it opens up and there's like a large space underneath the gym itself, and in there. Oh, did either of you see the machine that had Ian Intrepid in it?
I
E.
didn't.
Marrow, this is actually a part of that machine.
Oh.
You see that, and like the weird thing was, parts of it have been like ripped out, but this is not the same chamber that had him, but like you clearly recognize it, and it's there underneath, and you see basically like the ripped clothing of a bunch of custodians with the custodian outfit, like kind of throughout, like in that area, and there is a man speaking on the phone. His back is to you at this point, completely in white, like a white suit, a featureless mask, white mask kind of over the face. He's got the gloves and just holding a cell phone. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
to take my name out of your dirty mouth.
I think that's him. He kind of turns and like clicks the end call. Goes. Looks over at the Blake Industries thing. Goes, odd thing to find here, don't you think?
Yeah. Johnny, real quick before you get confused, don't worry. This is part of Jason Blake's fetish.
And he actually
Johnny
just,
is
it's Zaylin. You're probably coming down the steps about this time, and we'll have Issa and then Ivy coming in fairly quickly after. Just kind of turns his head and goes, Jason Blake has a fetish. You've got better intelligence than I do.
Yeah, he just
So-
loves putting people in this chair and sucking their energy out.
You've got exactly 3 seconds to tell me who you are and what this thing is.
You can almost.
I'm there at that point,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Because the whole gang, well, most of you. He kind of goes, looks at his watch, goes 3 seconds. I'm Spectre.
Oh,
Oh no, shit! Sorry, I forgot we use that name. No, it's just, nope. Sorry, sorry.
I was
Spectre.
like, wait a second.
Sorry.
I was so upset.
sorry.
I was like, you're one of the good guys.
Nope, sorry,
Ah!
sorry.
You really changed your look. I like the all white and the no featureless mask.
Can I have an
Yeah.
autograph?
It's kind of
I
it's
was like,
kind of
you're like, yeah, I'm
ominous,
like,
but
shit. Wraith.
great.
Wraith.
I'm Wraith.
Wraith sucks. Fuck Wraith.
He goes.
I would like this to happen in real life. I'm Spectre. Oh right, shit,
There's
fuck.
another Spectre.
Wraith. I'm Wraith.
I'm
See,
Spectre,
from
but the
this
British
dimension.
spelling.
I'm Spectre. It's how you-
Spectre.
Spectre. My name is Spectre.
Spectre.
All right.
At this point, Johnny is just gonna light up his fists and go in.
As you light up your fist and go in, and Zaylin, you kind of got down there. We'll say Issa will also be kind of down the step with Ivy shortly behind. As you light up your fist, he disappears.
Not again.
I'm gonna still head for the same spot and swing.
Yeah, Issa, you kind of come down those steps to see Johnny like fist of flame rushing forward and swinging through empty air. It swings through the empty air. There's just nothing there.
Who are you fighting?
Goddamn teleporting.
Who are you
Um,
fighting?
We were fighting those dudes from the Matrix who are like the who wear all
Twins.
white and have the dreadlocks. We're fighting one of those.
Ivy, on your so your way in,
I
you
don't
see
think
you
it's
see
in the
two things simultaneously as you come into the gym, like through the broken area. You see Sandra kind of like holding up what you can, and like grabbing some clothes because those things are very hot. You want to have little like the shirt and such.
Yeah.
She's grabbing stuff and she's kind of pulling them in. She screams, but not at you. You see someone actually like stepping out of the bleachers. Like the bleachers themselves have been pulled into like a straight up wall. You see someone like in the white suit and such stepping directly out of the solid bleach.
So Ivy is still terrified in her mind. So when they walk in, they walk in. They don't go running in.
Mhm.
And I think as soon as they see that, they kind of like step back and like lean against the wall and just are like trying to stay out of eye line. Like we're still in like I don't know if I'm able to do this mode.
Okay. Are you where you're going to be able to see? Where he'll be able to see you, or are you?
No, I mean I'm trying to hide from him for sure.
Yeah, we'll say as you sort of go back, and he's kind of like you all hear the scream downstairs as he kind of rushes towards the thing, like pulls out his phone. Yes, I'm pretty sure I saw Wildfire place it there. I'm having to run. They came back. They're chasing me.
On comms, I will just say, "There's a guy up here in a white suit in the gym."
And
Does he look like
he's
the
running-
dude from the Matrix?
He's running out the door that you were, or the hole in the wall that you came through.
Okay, he's running out
Stop
the
him.
hole in the wall that
Stop
I came.
him. Stop him. Stop him.
Can I use a move?
Mhm.
Can I burn one of my Nova things? And use move on
Yeah.
my flares?
What does
right,
it do?
Do me pull up Nova again. It spend one burn to move any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. Spend the second burn to move any place you've previously been. So I can move a burn and just I can burn one and
Just appear up there.
yeah. So basically, if Ivy says there's a guy going out the gym door right now, I'm just going to like burn that and like be there.
Okay, so what does it look like when you appear? You just pop up in the gym.
It's like Star Trek teleportation, like fizzle in and fizzle out.
Yeah, so you kind of appear that you hear another scream again, because now that someone else has appeared, as he's sort of walking and sort of you see him going out that hole in the wall and just sort of turns and sees you. Is everyone else going upstairs?
Oh yeah, I gotta keep Sandra safe.
Yeah,
Uh,
Johnny is going as quickly as possible.
Dale and Ivy, what do you do?
I can try to.
I'm trying to stay away from Ivy fighting right now.
I am going to unleash my powers, or I'm going to do what is it? Blech. 1 second. Directly engage a threat. I'm going to do a thermal blast on him,
Okay.
and I think I have to use. I have a what's it called against me? The Okay, I have 2 against me. Directly engage a threat is your danger.
It is danger.
Okay, so basically my condition and my danger cancel each other out, and I have an 11.
All right, and what do you do?
I said I thermal blast him, just like
Oh yeah,
full
sorry
on,
for
just-
your you can choose two.
do. I want to impress, surprise, or frighten him, and resist or avoid their blows.
Okay. As it goes, as it hits him, and, like he managed to kind of catch him as he goes flying, like hits the wall and slides down, and it's holding his head like a bit woozy. At this point, you just see him.
Who the hell are you?
I'm gonna end up being a thorn.
If you tell me your name. If you tell me your name, I'm going to go do this again. Who the hell are you?
And he just sort of smiles, right? You can kind of see underneath, and he just slides into the earth.
Not again.
I'm gonna say, I was alter a little bit. What the express? He had his phone. His phone had been knocked out of his hand. Something he normally would have gone for.
So so his phone is still there.
Yeah, and he
right,
disappears in the
I
earth.
get I pick it up.
Sandra, are you okay?
Yeah, she's got like a shirt kind of partway on, like stick your head there. Goes, what the hell is going on?
The Matrix is real. Also, let me make a bone partition so that you can change in safety.
Yeah, he's able to.
Bones are not always the answer, Mero.
It's my one thing. I can do one thing. and
It's not always the answer, but it's the
bone.
only answer I have.
Yeah, it's the only answer I have. I'm team leader now.
Fair enough.
Ivy, if
Red
you want to be
leader.
team leader next time, I'll arm wrestle you for it, and you will win. Because
I
once
probably
again,
would.
only bones.
An
Alright, yeah,
endless supply of bones.
Yeah, so yeah, you got the phone.
All right. I'm gonna dial the.
Correct.
I'm gonna. Is it like face thing or is it just open?
It's. I mean, there's a code on it.
Zaylin, I'm busy with this partition, but maybe hand that over to Ivy, because so it doesn't like self-destruct or something.
Ivy, can you unlock this and call, please?
Yeah, Ivy. So Ivy's standing near you, and they'll walk over and take the phone from you, and just kind of like do it, and then
Finger
hand it
that
back
phone.
without saying anything.
And you just, it's not hard to get into it. What's very clear very quickly for you, this is kind of a burner phone. There's not much on here, and it has not been. It's been like activated recently. It's been probably the last 3 days that this one has been kind of on, and I kind of call, and it goes, "All right, Jacob, are you safe?" Is what you hear on the other side. Jacob, are you safe?
Who has the phone?
Ivy.
Oh, I thought I gave it back to Zaylin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're probably at this point all. You're probably all there at this point.
I would assume it was just upstairs.
I'm standing like 4 feet away with Sandra.
Yeah, I think Issa's over next to Ivy and just like checking in with them to see like how they're doing.
I need to know who the hell you are and why you have technology like that in my school.
This isn't Jacob. Who is this?
Doesn't matter, does it? Who are you? And why is Blake Industries technology in my school?
A lot of people come in to ask you questions. You can hear helicopters coming closer.
Scatter. On the comms, I'm like, everyone scatter.
We're all right here.
We
so,
out.
like,
This is our new thing is we just talk on comms when we're right next to each
Yeah.
other. Who wants pizza?
Scatter. King's
Have you ever been on a date and you just spend the whole time texting each other? And that once
Yes.
when the two of us looked like we were very angry. I had a friend who actually was there who texted me like at the same bar. Going, "Are you two okay? We're having a blast." We just looked very uninterested, like,
Oh, it'd be socially awkward.
and we just texted each other. It was a lot of fun.
Eh.
So I didn't realize everyone was around us. I'm like, those are coming for those helicopters are coming for us. We gotta go.
Do they seem like good helicopters or bad helicopters?
do
Bad
helicopters ever seem
helicopters.
good for us?
They never are, but I'm worried. Sandra, quickly.
Sandra's fine. They're not coming for her.
Yeah. Sandra, do you want to deal with these helicopters or do you want to get out of here?
He's kind of coming out. It's, I was just here for the pep assembly. We got here before they sent the go home for practice. I just want to go home.
All right, then, to me. Let's get you home.
You gonna take her
I've been-
home, Meryl?
Yeah, I got it. I've been awake for 2 days.
Please get some sleep.
No, I'm team leader now.
Oh gosh. It's gonna go straight to your head, isn't it?
It is.
Real quick, out of character, I think it's safe to say that this guy can't teleport very far because if he could have, he just would have. Right? Like instead of
Technically, you
teleporting
haven't seen him.
upstairs.
You haven't seen him teleport.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he disappeared, right? In the middle of the room. So maybe it's not technically teleporting, but you know.
I feel like he's got like a kitty pride thing going on.
So if he dropped
Yeah.
through the floor, that means he's probably back in the basement.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
helicopters. Do you have any idea how much paperwork we're gonna have to do if the helicopters get involved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name was
John-
Jacob. His name was Jacob or something. Do we know a Jacob?
I mean, it's
Not to my
school, but
knowledge.
none of them are.
Hmm.
What was Mr. Anderson's first name?
Jacob.
Ray.
Hmm.
I have a list of names right in front of me if you want me to pick one.
So
Hector Anderson.
Hector Anderson.
Hector Anderson.
Okay. Well, it wasn't Mr. Anderson because his first name is Hector. And also, Mr. Anderson doesn't wear an all white suit.
yeah, you
However,
of course should get
Stevie from Fourth Hour always wears a white suit.
Yeah. So, as we're running away, I say, so my first suspect is the actors who played the people in The Matrix. Second, Stevie from Fourth Hour.
Johnny is actually not running away. He kind of just like flies to the roof of the school and is just gonna wait till he can see what the helicopters say on the side.
What about the rest of you?
Okay, so Ivy, I want to start to run away with the group, and then I'm going to do something similar to Johnny, but not know that Johnny's doing the same thing. Ivy wants to stick around as well.
This is why
Um,
Obsidian hates being team leader.
Like herding cats. It's
To-
Herding cats would be easier because I can put them on leashes.
This
So-
is me running from something difficult to clear my condition. So I'm just bolting. I'm just
Everyone just
die.
thinking to haul ass. Issa, what are you doing?
I think I'm also gonna like split and hide and wait away from the others.
Okay. So Johnny, you're up on the roof. Ivy, where do you
Yeah,
go?
Johnny's not hiding at all. He's
Or
just
you're up on the
there.
roof though. Ivy, where are you going?
I think they're just gonna like possibly actually inside. Find somewhere to like meld into, maybe inside the bleachers just to watch. And my hope was to use this as make a sacrifice to absolve my guilt, in that I'm sacrificing myself, my safety briefly while this whole situation happens, to try and like get an upper hand on the situation. or
It'll
something,
depend if
but-
you on what happens. coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of meld in. Marrow, you're skittering away to take Sandra home.
Yeah, somebody's got to Uber Sandra home with their body.
And Zaylin, you're just running.
I'm just bolting. Yeah.
Okay. And then it sounds like Issa, you're finding a place to hide nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably hide behind a dumpster and quickly pull off the goggles and pull up the hoodie just so I'm incognito.
Yeah, the you can see them coming. Johnny, there are 2 Blake Industries helicopters coming straight towards the school.
Oh, Johnny's taking him out.
Oh,
That's a war crime.
All right. Okay,
Doesn't care.
Sandra, I don't know how much you know about the elementals, but we're a really great team.
What do you do?
Johnny is literally just gonna fly, and where the blade is, there's that little piece there. He's just gonna try to launch through one of them.
Shit, make your directly engage.
Break something important? Would that be a
Yeah, oh yeah.
helicopter?
Mhm.
He is extremely angry right now.
Make your
so
directly
directly-
engage a threat.
Well, as long as y'all are clearing conditions.
That is a 9.
Well,
Okay, pick one. Do you resist or avoid the blow so you don't get caught up by the
Yeah.
Okay.
Resist.
yeah, as you hit the one, that thing explodes and starts to this is the upper rotor.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you shear it off, you see inside there's a couple of people with the Blake armor that they've got. As it shears it off, it immediately starts to fall out of the sky. A couple the doors open and you see them jumping out as it crashes into the ground real hard while the other one swings around. What are the rest of you doing? Ivy, you and Isabel see this.
Yeah.
Witnessing.
I would love to assume that I said that to Sandra right as, and then just a helicopter explodes behind me, and I look back and I say, "I'm sure that's something else." That white suit guy
Ivy
must be
did-
blowing up helicopters.
I don't think Ivy would see that because they're inside, but I think they would hear it and be like, "What the fuck?"
See it with my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, oh, Johnny, we're going to have to talk.
I hear it. I'm just still running. Like I'm done.
All right. So Johnny, you go through the one. The other one starts to swing its way around.
Gonna do the same to the second one. And then this is intense. Johnny is like gonna land with the people on the ground and like ask questions after this. He is done.
The
He is
living ones.
done. He is
Everyone knows
done
you,
with
you,
Lake
you,
Industries.
you tell the guy who flies the helicopter all the secrets.
It's true.
Oh crud.
That's why all
wait,
our
that's a 7. Okay, I'm okay. Whew.
Well, kind of.
Avoid injury again.
All right. As you kind of hit the other one, as it starts to make its way down. The problem is, people sort of jump out of it when the helicopter hits. It rips up big chunks of not only the concrete and the other cars and such. An explosion happens, and particularly as the second one hit, the explosion happens, and you've got some houses where that fire is also.
I think it,
I think
think
there's
it's
one
this-
thing we
phone
care
calling,
about
like,
on Team
911.
Obsidian.
Yeah,
It's people.
He's just calling 911. It's like 911.
I feel
what's your
like this
emergency?
is
There's a lot of houses on fire currently by Rosewood.
Okay.
Academy.
Rosewood School.
Yeah.
Have you seen what caused the fire?
It looks like some helicopters crashed into each other and exploded.
All right. We'll have people out there shortly.
Thank you.
Do you see? Are
I
there
think-
anybody in the houses you're aware of?
Oh, I already hung up.
Okay. Ivy.
See, Sandra, between the one thing that we care about more than people is damage to the around us, the safety of people and damage around us. Because with Johnny being fire, Ivy being plants, Obsidian not really having any powers, which is still very badass, and me being bone, we don't really have like a way to deal with a lot of the elements surrounding us, like fires and things like that. So we're always very careful about those kinds of things, and I think that's what makes us a really good team.
And I think
as
Obsidian's
houses
putting,
burst.
as like Obsidian's taking off the hoodie and putting the goggles back on and like running out to like go like take care of the people like in the houses to like make
Mhm.
sure like everybody's okay.
Yeah, this is going to cause Ivy to probably do something again. They're gonna leave the school building.
And if anyone has insecure, remember you can clear insecure by taking foolhardy action without talking to your team.
Yeah.
If I had insecure,
Yeah.
I
So
would have
Johnny,
said
you
it,
had
but
that.
no, I didn't. I think Johnny is at this point gonna land like hard land in front of one of them and just grab them with a flaming fist and be like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I think since I've only got about 15 minutes, we still have to do the other thing. Does this seem like a good end of session moment?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we need to deal with all of the aftermath of this.
Oh god, such chaos.
So why don't we go into the end of session questions for everybody? Who would like to do their? Do you get closer or further away?
I think Johnny at the moment is growing away from the team just because of like the last scene of this. Like this is not a team thing. He was extremely angry. They're trying to pin whatever this is on him, and he's kind of snapping at the moment. So at that point, I'm gonna take influence away from Marrow.
Marrow, you were team leader for a day.
Not
For a
even
day.
a day, an hour.
One day.
Look what's
Wasn't even a
happened.
full day.
Unbelievable.
And Johnny destroys 2 helicopters.
I thought we were here to protect. I would be so guilty if something happened to Sandra after I named her.
Just a real quick reminder. Ivy had gone into the system and taken out the video they saw of Zaylin before.
I believe so.
Yeah, from like before the heist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ivy, I think, grew a little bit away from the team only
my
because
God.
they are almost like feeling like inadequate, like the so close to death, and just failing repeatedly has made them feel like they just can't, even with their ridiculous amount of powers, just are not capable. And what do I do for that? I forget.
Oh,
Take
it's
influence with somebody.
Influence. Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take influence away from Marrow. Sorry, Marrow.
Fine. All right. Removing Johnny and Ivy.
Poor Marrow.
Team leader for a day.
An hour.
An hour.
We lose our Hulk, who's afraid to fight, and Johnny's going crazy.
At least Zaylin is safe. Cowardly, but safe, which is good.
Oh man, this is hard. I think I grew more into myself, but only because I saw things I probably didn't want to see. Like I saw something I shouldn't. I saw something I should never have seen. That kind of thing. So what happens there? I move my labels, or I clear condition.
someone have that up right now. I shut the PDF.
Which
Oh,
one
if
did
you're
you pick?
if you're more into your image, you shift one label up and another label down.
All right, I am going to shift my. I'm going to shift my savior up one and my mundane down one. Yeah.
All right. I think I also, even though I have not technically done well, I think Marrow perceives herself as someone who has the ability to lead and has therefore grown into more of how she views herself.
This does not bode well for your job as management of the Sugar Shack new location.
I was thinking about turning down that promotion, so I haven't said yes or no to that now.
Oh no.
Listen, Tracy, I might not be able to take that.
Oh jeez.
So that's why I feel that way, and I think I am going to shift my mundane down one and shift my danger up one.
And I think East Obsidian's going to be more into her own image. Just because she was able to finally have the talk with Johnny, and then was not only kicking ass, but also making sure that the two that were freaking out were kind of being taken care of. I think I'm gonna do Savior down. Oops. And I'm gonna bump up. Ooh, Danger or Mundane? Which one should I go more of?
What's your danger at?
They're both at +2.
Ooh, I think danger, just because
Yeah.
you do get into danger a lot more.
Okay, so Savior down, Danger up.
The +3 really helps out.
Is that everybody?
Everybody?
All right. Want to let people know where they're at and where we find you?
Hey, I'm Mo. You can find me all over the internet, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Barely use that though. At Sanina Pesos. I do a lot of tabletop stuff. It's been the holidays, so I haven't been doing much, but I'll get back to it. Yeah.
I am Kirby. You can find me on TikTok at disaster tourism _ and on Twitter at DTRPGS. And I write role playing games, and you can find them at disastertourism.itch.io.
I'm Sarah. I'm Powerful Week One on TikTok, and I'm Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
I'm Nessa. I'm Loch Nessa, LOCHNEASSA on TikTok and everything else. I think that's it.
I'm Steve. You can find me on TikTok at the Dragon X. That's about the only place you can find me. Thanks for watching.
All right. I'm Michael. I am Improv GM on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I got this on Sundays, and then a Vampire the Masquerade game is coming back on Tuesday.
Ooh,
Is that all of us?
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
Have yourselves a great evening.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.